Hi. So this video in combination with my first video is going to give you guys all the information you're going to need on Venus in Taurus. So let's jump in. In my first video, I kind of discussed with you guys the main fundamental, most important things to understand about Taurus, which is that they are a strategic sign. They are a sign that is aspiring to be a success. They are a sign that is looking for consistency, reliability. They are a sign that wants to know the routine of you, the functioning routine of you, and they want to know more than anything, what are you doing with your life in order to guarantee that you are in a secure place. Okay? Most important thing by far to understand about the sign. Okay? But now let's talk about the attraction aspect of a sign, because it's very important to know what are they ultimately attracted to. Because whatever they're ultimately going to be attracted to is going to be what you're going to want to try to embody. You see, earth signs are very aware of the five senses. Okay? And more than anything, their five senses are documented into their memory about you. More than anything, the memory of you is how they fall in love with you. They're going to remember what you taste like, what you smell like, what you feel like, what you sound like, what your favorite songs are. These are very important. What's the favorite color of you? What color are you? These types of details are going to be definitely the most important thing to understand about them, is that they're grounded into this sensual life, okay? Ruled by their senses. They're very aware of the sense of you, the aura of you. And they need to be able to fall in love with that aura that you are, that you embody. Okay? So how do you do that? It's very important for you to understand what are their favorite colors, smells, music. What type of music do they love? And you want that to be the environment. Because Taurus feels out their environment. And even your apartment or your house or whatever, you want it to be a sanctuary for the Taurus to feel safe and for the Taurus to feel like it's theirs. You want to put their imprint on your area. That is very, very attractive to them. And that's really what's going to touch their heart and make them feel something about you. More than anything, also, you have to know that Taurus wants to know how you are going to be of value in their life. Because everything is about I have. The slogan of Taurus is I have. So they want to know that they have you. But they want to know how you are a valuable person to have. So building yourself into a success, being image conscious, being conscious of how the public perceives you. These are things you have to have mastered before getting involved with them. Or you at least want to make sure that you guys have the same symmetry, the same desire to appear a certain way. And you want to make sure that you can embody what they want to appear in life as. Okay. This is going to be ultimately some of the more deeper aspects of Taurus. Okay. Taurus is about achievement, ambition. It's an earth sign. So it's very important to understand that being an earth sign, becoming a success, is very important to them. And it's those kind of maturity aspects that they are looking for in an individual, and you communicating that to them, just being open and honest. There is no such thing as too mature for this sign. Okay? As long as you're open, you're honest, and you say what you want, and you say what you want in 5 years, they're going to be impressed. Now, I know you guys might not want the same thing, but they will respect that open conversation, because what's the point in dating if you guys don't even want to know each other? You know, certain other Venus signs, they're counterproductive in dating. They're the signs that they'll be 40 years old and they'll still not know who they are, because they're so worried about fun or things that don't really matter. They don't have a focus. They don't stay on track. But Taurus is a strategic step-by-step planner. And Taurus very much sees what they want in the future. They may not be 100% sure because maybe they're young, but they kind of know. They kind of do know themselves. They will know themselves in enough time. So you don't have to really worry about wasting your time with the sign. So if you already know what you want, you should just go ahead and communicate it to them. Okay? Now, the most important signs for Taurus to understand is going to be Venus and Virgo, Venus and Capricorn. These are going to be the most compatible signs with you, because Venus and Virgo and Venus and Capricorn are also earth signs. They also have an understanding of image, of making your life meaningful, of making your life valuable. But then they are going to execute it in a completely different way. So they can be of value to you to date. They're going to be an enhancement of you. They're going to be truly compatible with you, because you guys are going to want to obtain in life the same sense of value, a material kind of value. But they are going to show you different techniques and different strategies in order to get that. Also, just as a friend, you don't necessarily have to look for this person as a lover, because they might not be totally compatible with you as a lover. But Venus and Scorpio is actually going to be a great friend for you to have, because Venus and Scorpio is your reflection. It's you in reverse. You and Scorpio want ultimately a lot of the same things. You guys are very much similar. One day I'm going to make a video on that, about how Scorpio and Taurus are so similar. But you guys are very, very similar. Okay? But Scorpio has a different strategy to obtaining that success. And you have a very practical and systematic and clear and honest, open, simplistic way, practical way to getting what you want, to guaranteeing what you want. Okay? Scorpio will teach you how to attack. Scorpio will show you the right moves and how to not be manipulated and how to see through the dark side of people. Scorpio will teach you how to look in the mirror beyond the surface, because your sign, Venus and Taurus, is challenged, and you may meet somebody who is very polished, who is very stable in their career, who is very who appears to have it all together, but there's something wrong with them. Now, how are you going to be able to stand up against a person who on the surface has it all together, but behind closed doors they're American Psycho? How do you stand with those kinds of people? Taurus can fall victim to that situation, because Taurus can be naive to the dark side of why people do things, because Taurus sees it as, if there's not a practical reason, like if it's not for money, if it's not for status, if it's not for fame, then why do people do it? It really does perplex a Taurus why a person would do it if there's no gain materially. But the Venus and Scorpio energy will teach you how it can be an emotional gain. It can be a confidence gain. There's so many different psychological things that you can gain. So that's why the Venus and Scorpio will be a good person just to have as a friend if you have Venus and Taurus. Okay? So that's going to be all for now. Okay? I discussed with you guys the importance of getting to know them and the importance of knowing what their favorites are. Okay? So you guys are kind of ready to go ahead and just date them. I hope you guys like this video. And I know I like talking to you. Okay? Like and subscribe. Ah! Like and subscribe, okay? And I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Have a beautiful day. Namaste. You'll see my videos in the comments down below or in the description box, okay? Goodbye.